Aries, how you doing? Welcome back to the Astroflower, your weekly energy reading going from the 25th to the 31st of August. Hope you're doing well. Did you see the message from energy and about how it's going to be? The idea is getting in sync with energy, and that's not just like meditation, that's also within your everyday life. That's anything from making a cup of tea to moving house, you know, or taking on a new job, or whatever it is that you need to be in sync with. It's like getting in sync with it and not going quicker, not going slower, just constantly moving on and progressing down your energetic pathway. There is a reason for this, because there was talk about this from next to the portal about a moment of a conscious realization that's going to happen in connection some way to a geological event. Now, I will be doing an extra video on this on Saturday to try and get some more information out of this situation to find out what's going on. But I think the getting in sync is being really important. So when it does happen, you can just blast straight through without you being caught up and kind of going, wow, what's going on? You know, you'll know what's going on. You'll realize it, and you'll realize that this is a moment of opportunity more than anything else. Also, we took a look at the elements, and the sun is working in a very particular way with the filament energy in the coronal holes. Now, that's water and earth energy. And so we're going to be looking at that and looking at your Astroflower. You actually have a huge amounts of water, really. Although you're a pure fire sign, you do have a lot of water. And that water runs all the way through the middle of you, from both your financial and your emotional side of life. And then it culminates through the center of you and then goes out in your everyday life. So it's as if like I want to say you're emotionally stable, and you are, Aries, incredibly emotionally stable until that fire kicks in. You know, we all know you've got that temperous side to you, and when that fire kicks in, there's no other way around it. But I think this week here is that it's emotions that are not going to be trying to you. It's more going to be emotions that are going to make you feel that you are in control of the situation more than anything else. Okay, that was all on the messages from energy. So if you want to see that, you'll find it on our channel. In the meantime, let's get some messages from energy for you. We'll look at the chakra sequencing and also look at some questions. If you've got any questions that you wanted channeled answers for, if you want to ask a question, just put it in the comments section below, and try and keep it as precise as possible. And we'll put it in the hat and see which ones come out. Okay, we will be pulling a few cards as well as we go through. In the meantime, let's just connect to the energy and see what's going on for you at the moment. Fluffy, fluffy clouds. I get this most beautiful summer day where it's not too hot and it's not too cold. There's enough wind, but there's not too much. You know, everything seems to be in perfect balance for you in the way of energies. Everything seems set for you to not only shine in your calmness and brilliance that you have, which also comes with a great deal of authority as well, I feel, out of it. But the energy is helping you to keep calm and carry on. That's what it seems to be all about, in the way of sort of energies that are coming through. Let's just see if we can, what's the message we can get through, or what's the vision that we can get through on the general energies that are coming through here at the moment. Not only I get this person that is it's like you're really reliable, but not just reliable, you also give a sense of strength to the people that are around you because of you being consistent and reliable emotionally. And it's you're attracting a lot of attention. I think energy wants to showcase you to the people that are around you to sort of say, this is what you should be like at the moment, people. And it's got a good balance between the passion for life and the sincerity of for life as well. That consistency within in your spirit and your energies and your emotions. I think energy is encouraging that within you. Let's just see what's going on the financial side. Okay, it's like you're. I get someone who's making piles of pennies, piles of coins, golden coins at that. Really nice energies, and I get this. The Ten of Pentacles. It's like abundance, and the thing is, once you get a stack of 10 of coins, all of a sudden there's a bonus one that appears. So it's like if you realize your abundance, you will then get more. If you realize how your strengths, you will then get better results. That's what it's sort of saying here. And I think it's that strength that is within you, the consistency that is within you, that that side of you that is the calm person under a situation that could be quite stressful. And when you're calm, that's when all of a sudden I think it's like the world is coming to you, or people that are coming to you, and you're, as I said, driving a lot of attention because they're coming to you. They're giving solutions to the situations, which makes you look even better as well, just because you're engaging with people in a very sort of sincere way. Really nice. Let's see what's the financial sort of side of things. Just looking at jobs and businesses. When success comes in, you know what it's like. Sometimes you can have a great day at work, sometimes you can have a bad day at work. Everyone has it. And when it's a good day, you allow that, the efficiency and the results to just come in rather than um, resting on your laurels or spending all of those results right away. I think you should just allow things to accumulate. Give yourself a lot of buffer or freedom through security. That's what it seems to be. Freedom through security within your financial world. So if you've got a job or you've just got yourself a job, don't go crazy and start buying stuff. Uh, you know, More put it aside so then next month, you've already got that put aside. You can put aside a little bit more, but then you can start spending a bit. And it's a gradual sort of process that is going through here. But in the for the time being, I think accumulation is better than depreciation, as it were, for you. Let's just see what's going on the relationship side of life. There's a beautiful connection with another person here, in a sense that you don't have to explain too much for them to understand, and you don't have to work at it as much as you might have had to work in the past. It's almost as if like there's an even keel, a great deal of understanding between you and another person, um, that you don't even have to concentrate on them. They're there, as it were. It's a real sense of complicity between you and another person. Um, just trying to see if this person, you know them already. I think for the majority, yes, you do. I was going to start speaking French then, so it might be a French person you're meeting. But it's for the majority, I think it's like someone and you know very well, and it's like there's a reassurance that comes in with that. But for some of people who are looking for a relationship, it's when someone starts doing things that you would normally do, which allows you to feel much more at ease within the relationship. That's a big tick in the favor of going into that relationship. And I would look at your connections with people and see if that's happening. If it is, then step boldly into it if I was you, in a really good way. Anything else on the sort of like collective? The collective is just a lot of respect coming your way, a lot of respect from general people that are around you, simply because you're being that consistent person, that person that is reliable person as well. And really nice energies. Yeah, okay, let's just see what's going on the spiritual front. You haven't got time for fly by night ideas. You want, and I think this consistency is demanding consistency in others that are around you. And this in the spiritual sort of side of it comes through practices that you can repeat and repeat and repeat in a way that you know the good results that it's going to give you in continually doing something. So it could be prayer, meditation, um, even sort of art, or sort of mindful walking, whatever it is. It's allowing your spirit to feel a lot more connected to everything that is around you. Now, this is going to help you enormously in getting you into sync with energy as well. And as I said, once you get into sync with it, and you do it on every single level, from the making a tea to, you know, buying a house or whatever it is, from major stuff, it's gonna make everything seem a lot easier for you and very natural in its progression, in a very, very comfortable way, and makes you very comfortable. But extreme and extravagant ideas, you're going to be, I think you should be a little bit wary of, it's a little bit like a get rich quick scheme, you know what I mean? They often don't work. I say they often, 99.9% of the time they don't work. So, I think you understand that, and you understand that also within your connection to everything that is around you. I would certainly use it in your favor. Let's just see what's going on with the chakra sequencing for you now. So reconnecting to that energy, finding that point zero energy. Here we go. There we go. We got that. The crown and the root, and I last week it was very much like this. The crown and the root were like playing a supporting role, and the supporting role was in the pathway that you should be leading. And we saw that with the energies as well. Once this, when I went into the see what was going on with the sun, we could see that there was a few solar flares, which made things a little bit more anxious. And if you had that consistency, that pathway that is really set for you, it was much easier to get through that situation rather than it affecting you too much. And this seems a very similar sort of situation with the crown and the root. It's incredibly light, almost non-existent. And that's because I think the pathway is so evident for you this week. This just seems like child's play, dot to dot, painting by numbers. It's very simple and very straightforward and gives you the results. Let's just see where we're moving on to now. So it moves on to the throat chakra. Making your voice be heard. I don't know if we said that last week for you, or was it the week before? I think was it for you? You can tell me in the comments, but it seemed like here that you there was a majorly joyous side to this throat chakra communication, but it's also gives you authority within it, and it's making your voice be heard. But it's also at the same time um, feeling the room, getting a sense of clairvoyancy, getting a sense of um, premen- premen- um, premeditated ideas, so you can see the future before it actually happens with the throat chakra. And it seems to be very that as long as as long as you're comfortable with it, it's going to work really well. Where's it moving on to now? It moves on to the heart and the solar plexus. Now this is, it ties in with the messages from energy as well, the chakra sequencing there, um, and it's like you're giving your heart a holiday to enjoy, rather than having to do um, really try hard or explore your heart. You just got to allow it to radiate more than anything else. And it gives you, and because it's radiating and things seem to be going your way, it gives you much more sense of control and determination and strength over any situation. It feels like here that the solar plexus is sort of saying, if your heart's liberated and enjoying the moment, then therefore nothing will ever hold you back. You will have enough and everything you need in order to do what you've got to do in a really good way. Let's just see where it's moving on to now. Okay, it goes back to the crown and the root here, but there is a degree of not getting bogged down in paperwork, not getting bogged down in the idea of showing people how good it can be. Once you live it, you don't need to show them it. You just need to be it more than anything else. You know, it just seems like that way there. You just need to be, don't get bogged down in detail here. Just boldly step forward, if I was you, into your life in a really nice way. Okay. Yeah. Before we go into some questions, let's just pull a few cards for you. We're going to pull a card for the financial side, a card for your relationship side, and a card for the general energy that's flowing through you at the moment. Let's just start with the financial side. Death and rebirth. Um, I think this confidence. If you if you look, you know, there is this child here. So it's offering like a rose, like a flower, like a joy of saying that life is eternal. And I think this is what you're understanding a lot within your world, that some things come and some things go. Nothing remains. Everything is in evolution and is perpetually changing. But on your financial side here, it's a new way of doing things, a new engagement with your job, your business, and your projects, in a sense that, you know, you obviously you will work hard. You can't do anything but that, Aries. But at the same time, I think you're taking a lot of worries away about proving it to others. You just got to know it within yourself. Just see what's going on the relationship side here. You get the Six of Cups. Yeah, I do believe you're giving yourself or other people around you a good uh, a good indication about how life should be lived and the joy that it can bring, not only for you but for everybody around you, if you have a certain consistency about it. And you get those Four of Cups there, that's there, so you've streamlined all that energy into that one there. And you've also got that cup that needs to be filled, that's ready to be filled next to it. So I think there's a lot of sort of like enjoyment within the journey, enjoying being with someone. and feeling that heart, that fulfillment within relationship side. What's going on your general energy that's running through you, King of Pentacles? Yeah, there's a huge amounts of power. There's a huge amounts of power through understanding, knowledge, a realization, a lot of abundance that is coming into your life. And that's not just abundance and I think this is what you want. I think you want good quality, abundant life. And that could be financial as much as it is sort of like spiritual and emotional as well within your life. And that's the general energy that's sort of like flowing through you. Okay, so let's go on to the questions. If you've got a question you want to ask, just put it in the description, and not the description, in the comment section below, and we'll put it in the hat for everybody else. So there you go, Aries. Thanking you very much for being here. Really do appreciate all the support you give to this channel. Thanking you for having the confidence to subscribe, like, and share, and all of that malarkey. Absolutely beautiful to see. Don't forget, if you want to ask a question, just put it in the comments section down below. Don't forget about the messages from energy and all the other energy videos that we do, and this other video that will be coming out on Saturday. In the meantime, that's all for me left to say is, don't forget, life should be fun, so please do enjoy.